All 9 realms are free. Atreus is traveling on his own, and Kratos, most importantly, has came to terms with who he is and forgave himself for his past. In this video, we're going to talk about what's next for God of War, and I think it's going to be bigger than you can ever imagine. Let's go. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Publano, and in today's video, we're talking about what's next for the God of War series, and what's next for Kratos, what's next for Atreus. I'm super excited to talk about this topic. I've been playing and streaming older God of War games just because I'm older now, and I'm mature now. I'm more mature, so I'm giving that perspective of as an adult versus when I was just a teenager or a kid playing the game. So it's been a lot of fun. You guys should definitely check out my live streams I've been playing. I just finished God of War Ascension, which is an underrated game. I don't know why it gets all the hate it does. And now I'm playing God of War 2005, which is the first game of the God of War series that I played, and it's a very sentimental game, which is crazy to say, but it's a special memory between my mom and I. But I go through all that in that video. That's for another time. Please check it out if you have the chance. I'd really appreciate it. So without the wait, let's talk about what's next for Kratos in the God of War franchise. So Kratos, as spoiler, click off this video if you haven't completed Ragnarok or Valhalla. I'm gonna give you a second right now. Okay, you're still here, so I guess you want to hear what happened and what may happen next. So if you played God of War Ragnarok, we all know Kratos, being the god he is, being the hero he is, saves all the 9 realms from Odin's control with the support of his family and friends. Yeah, I don't know why they took the in-game direction with the game, but nonetheless, it was an awesome game, an amazing game. I loved it. And minus Ironwood. Ironwood was trash. Santa Monica, don't ever do that shit again. That shit was garbage. Please do never put Ironwood in here again. I will be very upset. Just don't ever put shit like that in this game again. Sincerely. So anyways, I had to get that off my chest. I've been really upset about that. But anyways, so once finishing all the 9 realms, we go to Valhalla, where Kratos is given an invite. Fast forward, he essentially is battling the demons within himself, which are in shapes of memories of instances he regrets and things he wish he could have done better. And guiding him through that is Tyr, the actual God of War of the Norse realm. So Tyr pretty much guides him through his journey as he copes and deals with these past issues that he has. Very beautiful story, free DLC, may I add. Definitely give it a play if you haven't played it. And then at the end of the DLC, Kratos accepts the role of God of War, the Norse realm, and relieves Tyr of his duties. What happens to Tyr next? I have no idea. Comment down below if you guys know what happens to our boy Tyr. I might have missed it. I might have been half awake because I do make these videos after a long day at work. But yeah, so that's pretty much what happens. Kratos becomes some say the god of hope. I still think he's a god of war, but he's a different kind of war, different kind of god of war, where he brings peace and unity rather than chaos and destruction. And that ties me into my next point, is that
Helios?
in God of War 2018, they already foreshadowed. You can see this clip everywhere on YouTube, honestly, or any IGN article. It shows different realms that Kratos is going to, or I believe it's going to. No, yeah, he didn't go to those yet. So scratch that. It's places where he's going to go to, like Egypt. And then it's also foreshadowed in Valhalla, where Tyr shows the different weapons from Japan, Aztec, all that stuff, right? So I think that was Tyr's whole mission, or his purpose, was to unify the people or the entities in each mythology, right? So he might have went to Aztec to reunite them, to bring peace and balance to their realm. He might have done the same thing in Egypt, etc., etc., etc. Since Kratos is now taking his role, and that is Kratos, who we've seen throughout God of War Ragnarok, who he is now. He's not a person that's just bloodthirsty, vengeful. He wants to unite the realms, or the people, or the gods of the realms, rather than kill them and create chaos. He wants to unite them and preserve peace. That is his life now. That is his goal in life. Or in this game, I should say, was that he didn't want to outright, for instance, the Thor battle. We could have easily just pressed circle and ripped off Thor's head like he did Helios, but no, he tried to save him. And that's the kind of person Kratos is, and how he trained Atreus to be. So I believe that's what in the next couple, whatever we go in the next series, that is pretty much the basis of Kratos as a character. He is the god of war that will bring peace to whichever realm he goes to next. But this is what I think what's going to happen. I think Tyr, who has already been shown to go through multiple realms, made enemies along the way, because they're not just going to let, especially an outsider or Tyr, just do what he wants and preserve peace. I think he made enemies along the way. Many of those enemies are like Odin, and this is all my theory, by the way. The enemies are like Odin, and he made a lot of enemies by preserving those realms. And you might be wondering, Publano, he's bringing peace, he's unifying people, but not everybody wants that. We see that in politics today. Everyone has different agendas, and like in this realm, Odin wants absolute power, which is in the form of knowledge. So there's many gods in other realms who may have felt the same way or had the same agenda. They wanted control, they wanted power, which was corrupt. And that's where Tyr came in and freed the people, unified the people, and brought peace to those realms. So this is what I'm thinking is going to happen, because it's not a God of War game without any action, without any vengefulness, any drama. I think this is what's going to happen, right? Kratos takes the throne, as we've seen as the God of War of Norse mythology. Atreus is already going to be gone in a different realm. That's what I think is going to happen. He's going to be in a different realm somewhere, fighting other giants. For some reason, I think he's going to end up in Japan. That's just my personal opinion. Comment down below if you agree. I think Atreus has the aesthetic for Japan, with the sword and bow. Perfect combo. I can see Atreus turning into a dragon. I think that'd be badass.
Let's go.
He's already been shown to turn to different animals, but he needs a power up. He needs a power boost because he's kind of trash right now. I think a dragon would be a suitable fit for him, especially being Japan, all that shit. So yeah, I think shit's gonna go crazy. Everyone's gonna find out where Tyr is. Tyr's gonna die. Freya's gonna die, and Kratos is gonna be
That's your ass, boy.
pretty much left. He's gonna be overpowered by all the gods that come visit that realm, I believe. And you might be saying, "Oh, Publano, Kratos killed all these gods, this and that, yada yada." I know Kratos is hella strong. Kratos is like the Superman of the PlayStation universe. I get it. Like, I'm a big Kratos fan, but he has to have a challenge. Like, bro, the game kind of loses. There's no tension. There's no gravity when the main character has no real threat. Like, let's be real here. Like, Kratos, like, we all were following God of War 1, 2, and 3 closely because we all know Zeus was hella strong, and Kratos went to hell like 2 or 3 times in that series. So Kratos needs to have a challenge, and what better challenge than a bunch of gods coming to attack him? Now, I don't think he's gonna die. Even if he did, he would escape hell like he's done so many times before. I think it'd actually be funny if we start the game with him dying and crawling out of hell again. But anyways, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna come in because Odin's gone, so there's no real like all-father like figure in that realm, and I think one of them's gonna take it over. There's gonna be a bunch of gods that Tyr pissed off. They're gonna come and invade, kill Freya, kill Tyr, kill anyone else who's getting away. Maybe the survivors from Asgard. It's gonna be a straight bloodbath, and then Kratos gonna be conflicted with feeling the rage that he once felt before when he lost loved ones before, and trying to be the person who he is now, the god of peace, the god of justice and unity. I think that's gonna be a great basis for a story, just to see how Kratos battles that, like how you can be you can't be a judge and executioner and jury. Like it would be just awesome to see that different dynamic within Kratos and how he deals with that, and which leads us to how Kratos comes to this resolution. Like Kratos is probably gonna be like, oh, I need to go get Atreus. I'm gonna need his help. And then Kratos is gonna go to Japan, and then they're gonna drain through all these different mythologies to get revenge on the death of his slain friends and bring peace and unity to those realms. So I think that would make an awesome story, honestly. Like, it gives us, gravity. Action's going to be awesome. Kratos, we're going to see a little bit of Kratos' old side come out, which a lot of fans have been asking for. They're like, oh, Kratos has gotten too soft. Kratos is, we missed Kratos back in God of War 3. We need some of that back. Like, I've been reading comments, watching videos. A lot of fans have been saying that. And I think this would be a great time to see that kind of action back in this game, and also to see adult Atreus, how he's developed, how he's handling his conflicts as well. It'll be very interesting to see how they two differ in the mannerisms, because Atreus is in the end, Atreus is going to be a god essentially. So it's going to be interesting to see a god that's a pretty seasoned god, but is still dealing challenges, versus one that's up and coming. It'll be very interesting to see their dynamic and how they develop as characters and as gods.
On his Will Smith.
So, yeah, I think that's gonna be what happens next in God of War. It's gonna be whatever happens. It's gonna be a banger for sure. Like, no doubts about that. But one thing for sure is gonna have to have action, which it will, but it's gonna need some drama. It's going to need some edge to it, because right now I want Kratos to have peace. He's been through a lot of shit, so has Atreus, but this is a God of War game, and there needs to be some tension for sure. And what better way than to have something on the line and something lost and people to avenge for. So comment down below, tell me guys what you think. Do you think Asgard or Midgard or Norse mythology is going to get invaded? Do you think Freya will get killed off? Do you think Tyr is going to get killed off? Do you think Kratos will seek out Atreus for his help because he's outnumbered and overpowered? Comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. And once again, I am streaming the older God of War games, so come through, get some lore, have some good time, and I hope to see you guys there. Peace.